never thought I'd see the day that Carnival would get cancelled. In my 32 years of growing up in this area, I can't believe that that infamous August bank holiday was dead. The streets were bare when they're usually lined with a sea of faces and characters and colour, sights, sounds, smells, tastes, music, the music, oh my God, the music. I'm surprised my windows even survived all those years. And, you know, it's been a bit of a crazy year, and, you know, we must remember what's important, our health. But there is one thing that COVID cannot take away from us. Actually, two things. And that's friends and that's food. And I think I know someone who loves Carnival just as much as I do. And I need to have a little chat with him. Let's see if he's around. I meet Jay Revelle, an old friend of mine and a self-proclaimed West Indian food connoisseur. And so I leave Ladbroke Grove for South London to kickstart my adventure at Roti Dupa in Clapham.
This is the starters, you know what you call it, the doubles.
The doubles. Vegetable roti.
This one is the lamb one, this
and
is the
chicken roti.
One's called the dal curry, and one's called paratha.
Okay,
Yeah.
bus up shop.
Is it
It's Scotch bonnet.
Scotch bonnet? Of course.
Okay, so we have, if I'm correct in thinking, we've got chicken roti,
Yeah.
vegetable roti,
Yeah.
lamb roti.
Yeah.
We've got the bus up shots, which
Yeah.
is also called the.
It's paratha.
We've got,
This is dal puri roti.
and then we've got the doubles.
The doubles, yeah. The more you have like Trinidadian street food, they wrap it up like a wrap. They'll fill it up with what you want. So like the vegetarian, there's obviously a big vegan culture there as well, vegetarian culture. So the vegetable one is always really interesting to me. They'll have the tamarind sauce in it, the hot sauce.
So talk to me about the doubles.
It's like another kind of flat bread. Inside it's got chana and some tamarind sauce and cucumber, like a little bit crunch.
I mean, there's no real easy way to do this. This is just
No,
going to
you
have
just
to,
go.
like, you just
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
just
yeah,
shove
yeah.
it in, really.
Yeah. And the sweetness from tamarind sauce and that.
Got that tamarind, really lifts it.
Yeah. And a crunch, little cucumber.
Yeah, about to say, you got a crunch. This is the sort of stuff that I haven't eaten much of.
Right.
I'm more of your jerk chicken, your
Right.
rice and peas,
Yeah,
your
yeah, of
ackee
course.
saltfish.
I grew up in West London. Yes, there was my dad always cooking food, but you know, like I had I had people up close to my family, mum's family and friends who were like Dominican, St. Lucian, other Caribbean islands. You'd be able to get, you know, the food that people were buying from all these takeaway shops or waiting for Carnival for or whatever would just kind of like be readily already being cooked.
So was your dad cooking quite a lot?
His side of the family have always cooked, like, and all the men on that side of the family always cook, and they always cook great. So my introduction to food were kind of like from there, but also friends, families, and stuff like that.
Okay, should we go for these rotis? You showed a little bit of love for the vegetarian one.
Okay.
I've got the
Are you
chicken
sure-
one
are you even
here.
Sure, are you even sure that it is the vegetarian one?
Well,
It is
I
the
mean,
vegetarian one.
oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it definitely gets messy. It's not going to be tidy.
I quite like the idea of like ripping the bread and sort of like
Then do
scooping
it.
it up, you know,
Open it
doing
up and
the
do it.
whole thing. Yep. Oh, look, here we go. Look at this. Beautiful. Well, we've got all that beautiful colour, probably from a bit of turmeric.
Yeah.
Cumin.
And then look at all the
I
differences.
can taste a
in
lot of
vegetable.
cumin. Beautiful.
Then you've got the pumpkin here.
Oh, look at
got
that. Looks
Pumpkin,
lovely.
you got spinach.
We've also got one here. Do you want to just have a little quick taste of
All
that?
right, all right,
You're going to have to.
all right.
Sorry, you've got to do it for the cause.
Let's do it.
Try a bit of that one.
And
Oh,
it's all
wow.
about-
Oh,
all
that
about
looks
the
good.
fillet. Okay. Yeah, I don't usually eat, you know, the old lamb and
No,
all
I
that
know.
anymore,
Just
but,
hold it. I'm going to
but we have to. Whenever you come to these places, you have
support
to.
this for a sec. Let's try this one. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Good, right?
Actually, that's better than the chicken. There's tamarind in that. I can taste that.
Yeah.
It's really tender. I'm really interested about how unspicy everything is.
The thing is, though, a lot of like you're used to spice. So someone like my mum might have that, and she doesn't do spicy food that well.
Yeah.
And she would be like that spicy. With a lot of Caribbean food, it's not usually that like spicy. It's not that intense. Obviously, you've got things like hot pepper prawns and that, but it's the additions. It's stuff like Scotch
Adding your
bonnet
Scotch
sauces
bonnet, yeah.
and whatnot.
This is cooked from the soul. It's cooked with love.
It's home food as
Yeah,
well.
it's home food.
You know.
Obviously, you're in the creative world. You're a very successful choreographer, dancer. Like, was that always the route that you wanted to go down?
I decided one day to go and follow a friend from my school to go and see the Brit School, which is a performing arts school. I fell in love with like the idea of the arts and doing something in the arts and being in this place where there was all these crazy talented people. My friends would be doing what they're doing, you know, we were all together, all doing whatever, you know, there's plenty of jokes about me deciding that I was gonna start doing this. And I guess it made me even more determined to kind of get it done and be a part of it. And I'm not gonna lie, it was difficult, but I stuck it out and I worked really, really hard. And after about a year of being there, I actually got like my first gig. Like, I don't think I was the finished article in terms of like a talent or an artist, but you know, in any way, shape or form, but I was right for the opportunity that came up. Up to that point in my life, I'd only done part-time jobs, so that, like, doing the dance job as a 17-year-old was like the most money I'd ever been paid in like a single day to do something. I was like, this is fantastic. I need more of this. Just that taste of it accelerated my determination, like, in a crazy, crazy way. You know, I got an agent, I was part of TV shows, I started dancing for artists, and I did everything I wanted to do as a dancer by about 26, 27, kind of wrap those things up and wanted to be in control of my destiny a little bit more and be on the creative side of things. I really loved it. I booked some of the first things that I submitted for, like Alexandra Burke was one of the first things I submitted for. Also working with great artists like that made it feel like family, made me, again, addicted to another area of the game. I was like, I just want this all the time. I want to be with these artists that are, you know, so amazing, so giving of like their craft and like allowing me to be on their journey. There's a lot of people, you know, they just come to us knocking at the door. Sometimes it's we're pitching, we're really trying to get a job. With the Little Mix thing, I mean, obviously they're the biggest girl band in the world, and if I'm honest, it felt like kind of like a locked up kind of deal. Whoever was working for them, it felt like the trial run was doing something with them for The Voice of Holland, doing one TV performance. It went really, really well. By that time, we had to be working on the tour already. So without anyone saying officially this is what you're doing, it was like we just had to get started, and yeah, it just kept rolling. The industry is definitely, for me, has been full of my hard work meeting chance and meeting opportunity. Nearly 20 years later, I think I've kind of got a little bit of a handle on understanding how things work.
Absolutely.
And I'm still here.
And he's still here.
If people aren't here, I'm still here, you know, so yeah, I've got to count my blessings for that, for sure.
After being educated by Jay and devouring the most sensational Trinidadian food, it was time to sit down with Robin, the owner and chef of Roti Dupa, and find out about his life and his food. I think I've eaten lunch and dinner in one meal. Delicious. I think
Filling.
yeah, very filling. I think what I really like about what you guys are doing, you know, when people think of West Indian food, they think about jerk chicken, rice and peas, oxtail, you know, they think about Scotch bonnets. Talk to me about Roti Dupa, you know, because you're born and raised Trinidad.
Well, basically, I learned my cooking from like just watching the elders in like weddings, and growing up, we just practice what we know. Every culture in London have their own restaurants, so I say why not give it a go, and it turned out to be successful. And just a small shop, you know, but the curry is very nice, cooked on a daily basis. Everything's got to be cooked nice and fresh.
There's also a few Roti Dupas in London, right? So we're in the original one in Clapham.
This is the original, yeah.
And the others are?
The others are, there's one in Finsbury Park, Stroud Green Road, and there's one in Goldhawk Road,
Okay.
Shepherd's Bush. For people like, we actually until we wanted to get one north, south, east and west to serve the community of, as we say, Caribbean and local communities as well.
And is this a family-run business then?
Yes, it is.
So so are you going between each shop?
Well, everybody have the same recipe, and we source our own, so we got to cook it on site. So everybody cook it on the shop, in the kitchen.
So how many years has this place been open
This year has
for?
been about 16 years.
So when you first opened here, you know, what was the reaction to the locals?
Well, the more think about it, they were thinking it's a curry house, like it's for Indian delicacies, but when we told them, when they come in and hear our accent and see, we tell them we were originally from Trinidad, they actually warmed into it. What we do is we normally tell everybody, come, try something what you like, and then every time you come, you can try something again and again, and to tickle your favor and whatsoever. And And there's a lot of vegan stuff we do as well. Half and half is vegan. The chickpeas, the doubles, the pumpkin, all the spinach, everything is vegan. It has always been vegan, but we had it all a long time, but we just modified it, well, to know it that there's no milk and cheese and butter and all them stuff in it for the vegan community. So that's why it was always there, but we just tried to show it on a good scale, you know. We got so many dishes, like, you know, this is only like, Trinidad is famous for like, they got something like bacon fish, they got some callaloo, we got dal, like everybody country's got something like risotto, we call it pilau. It's very nice, chicken, vegan as well, you can put meat in it as well. So basically, what everybody's trying to do is bring a little bit to offer what they got to offer in London. And it's going okay so far.
Well, clearly, 16 years later.
Yeah.
Well, no, I predict that you'll be around definitely for another 16 years.
Yeah,
that's for
hopefully,
sure.
yeah.
Delicious, thank you.
Thank you so much, and good to know that we're spreading love and we're spreading the good food around, in and out around London anyway, Europe
As it should be. From Clapham, the Deep South was calling. Jay was adamant we check out Tasty Jerk in Thornton Heath, the southest of south I'd ever been. We showed up to the joint without any promises of filming. Their number didn't work, they have no website, so I figured we'd take our chances on this one. The question is, would we be successful, and would it be worth it?
Obviously, everyone I know has always been coming here. I've been coming here plus of 20 years. You know what I mean? So, oh wow, that's a tune.
Tony's calling back.
Tony's calling.
Sorry, Tony's calling on a phone that is not mine.
Okay, you're on.
Hi, Tony. I'm happy with that. And then let's just try the food and then I can do all of that bit myself. Amazing. Tony, you're my new best friend. Let me just pass you back to Carnival.
Here we go.
Do we want some sauces on this? Is that this is the jerk sauce?
Brace yourself.
I had a
You eat hot food, yeah?
serious threshold of hot sauce.
Okay, good.
Oops. Okay, that might have been too much. Oh well. Deal with the consequences later. God. So unprofessional.
Snuck it in there. Couldn't resist, just like early. It's good, right?
That pork.
Yeah.
It doesn't even taste like pork.
No.
Damn.
It's like tender, the smokiness.
So smoky. The pork is dangerous. But it doesn't taste like pork. It's so meaty. It's This has got me. This was worth an hour of driving.
And sometimes
I like
when you get the feeling, you're just
No,
like, you know
listen.
what? And in your head, you tell yourself the journey's a lot shorter than it is.
No.
But it's really that
Yep.
long. You know what?
The hot sauce actually isn't as hot as I thought it was going to be.
It's not as hot as it used to be. Is there an extra hot sauce? Because when I used to come, your jerk sauce was hotter. You calmed it down. Okay, cool. Do you still have your hot one? Can we have a little touch of that? Just so I'm gonna set her up. There we go.
Wait, you're doing that
Yeah.
hot spoon?
No, I'm not gonna do the hot spoon. We're gonna put it on the food. You put it on the food, and then you have some.
Okay.
What type of chili is that? Scotch bonnet. All in there? Yeah. Okay. Here you go now. We're both doing this. Just in case.
That's what I'm talking about. This is the kind of stuff I want. That is not hot. I can go hotter. Show me what you got. It's starting to creep up the throat a bit.
Yo, get you on your lips as well.
Yeah, no, it's sort of like there's a little fire burning now.
Just have a little.
No, I'm not doing all of that.
No, not
Hold
all
on
of
a
it.
second.
Just a little bit.
Hold on.
Just have a little.
I'll do a bit. Okay.
When it kick in, you know.
What have I got
Yeah.
myself into? Okay.
There you go. You had to turn around and say, oh, that's not hot.
Well, that is quite good.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm still here. Thank you, first of all, for providing us with probably the best jerk chicken I've had, even better than some of the jerk chicken I've had in Jamaica.
Really?
Now that's saying something, yeah? And talk to me a little bit about the history of Tasty Jerk, because I know it's been around for a while. It comes highly recommended.
Yeah, well, what I know about Tasty Jerk is that Murphy, who's the manager, he started it at a pub in Thornton Heath,
Oh, wow.
Thornton Heath Pond, and he used to do it on Sundays, and then he extended it to weekends. And then because it started getting popular and everything, he decided to get a building. So this is where we are at the moment.
What you guys stand out a little bit more, you're grilling and you're barbecuing all of your meats on the traditional oil drums, right?
Yes.
So talk to me about, can you let us know some of your little secrets?
Well, I don't know the secret myself.
He probably makes the rub at home and brings it in.
Yes, he does. All I know is a family secret. It's handed down from, I think, his mother or grandmother or something. So it's an old family secret.
The people that you're selling to, have you had to slightly adapt your spices and your flavors to sort of?
No, they love it. They love it. They even ask for, like you did, the hottest sauce.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You've been amazing. Thank you. After finding out what South London had to offer by way of Caribbean food, it was time to get back west to Shepherd's Bush. I've been told about Ochi, a small shop catering for locals as well as some very well-known faces. This sounds right up my street.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Peter, the chef.
Peter, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. So what do you want to try today?
Jerk chicken, some rice and peas with that. What else? Give me maybe something else a bit different.
All right, I'll give you the fish with a bit of spice first. The escovite fish, all right?
Amazing. Oh, this looks delicious.
Yes.
So you're born and raised Jamaica?
Yes.
Whereabouts in Jamaica are you from?
So I'm from Clarendon. I want to be in the hotel industry, so there's no hotel in Clarendon, so you have to go Montego Bay, Negril or Ochi. So I end up in Ochi,
Okay.
where I went on a working experience, and then they offered me a job, and from there to here. So I believe you're about 20 years now.
Okay. So what are you guys sort of famous for? You know, would you say your jerk chicken,
chicken,
your
yes,
oxtail?
definitely,
Like,
yes.
what are people coming in for?
Most people come for jerk chicken. The oxtail very popular, and the curry goat as well.
Well, I'm going to take this out.
Okay.
Because
and I'll
it's...
bring your jerk chicken out.
Yeah, you
All
can
right?
you can do the rest.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, there's my knife. I need that.
Today we have a special. Today we do the gungu peas. You ever tried it before? Yeah.
It is different to a kidney bean.
Yeah. It's a bit more crunchy.
I was just about to say, it is crunchy.
Yeah.
Is that because they are dried?
Yeah, these are dry ones. So the green will be a more like soft.
Okay, and then talk to me about the secrets behind your jerk chicken.
So for me, I marinate this from the day before. Spices, it's nutmeg, jerk seed, everything mixed up. You know the country pepper that you
Yep.
have on the escovite?
Yep.
So I blend country pepper, onion, garlic, thyme, ginger, pimento. So
Yep.
I put all those flavors,
Yep.
ginger, all of those flavors and season it. So you have to prep from the day before, make sure everything seasons, everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, now here we have the escovite.
That's the escovite fish.
You've got to get it with a bit of the vegetables.
Yeah. Yeah? I think it tastes like vinegar taste. Yeah.
And it's not too greasy.
No, it's not.
When you got to the UK, had Janet already set up Ochi?
Yes.
Oh, so it's been going
Yes.
for more than 20
Yes,
years?
for more 25 years. For me, I can't do nothing else. So for me, I just have to do what I have to do. It's how I feed my family, you know what I mean?
Nice. Well, this is absolutely delicious.
Good.
The chicken's great. It's tender.
Like the flavors.
Flavors are perfect. Ochi's also very well known. All your walls
Yes.
are covered
Yes.
with a lot of very well known faces. So why do you think people come here? Is it word of mouth? Is it
Word
you
of
know-
mouth, people put up on Instagram. It's not like Jamaican artists come up on it and one will say they go to Ochi's and tell the next one, then, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
And so who have been some of the best people that you've got to meet?
Rihanna. Amy Winehouse as well.
Amy used to come here,
Amy,
really?
Amy Winehouse.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What was Rihanna
Shaggy.
like?
Beanie Man.
Shaggy, Beanie Man.
Yeah.
What was Rihanna like? What did she order?
Curry chicken.
Did she? Curry
She like a bit
chicken.
of spice like you as
Oh,
well.
hey, that
Yeah.
doesn't surprise me. Okay, let's try a bit of this Scotch bonnet. I don't know. Okay, I'm scared. Hold on.
Huh? When you sweet Scotch bonnet, some of the Scotch bonnet is some hot and some not that hot. Where you find that one? You're good. I'll give you that. Spicy?
Yeah, just a little fiery.
Yeah.
Great. Peter, thank you so much.
That's all right. You're welcome. Hope we see you before.
This has been amazing. Well,
We see you. You live in Ladbroke Grove. We
I've
haven't seen you.
spent 33 years not coming, so now we're going to spend 33 years coming.
Yes. Don't be a stranger.
I won't be a stranger.
For our last spot, Jay has convinced me he knows the best place in London for Caribbean food. I've been given an address and told to meet him there. On arrival, not is all that it seems. Jay, I thought you were taking me to a bloody Caribbean place.
I am, but the best food's at home, so come with me.
Oh my God.
This is my dad.
Hi Clifford, lovely to meet
Hiya.
you. I'm
You
Hannah.
cool,
Oh my God, what have we got here?
Chicken? Yep, all done already.
Shall I throw that in here so we
Oh my
can
God,
switch
this
it over
looks
to
insane. And where did you get your passion for cooking?
I lived with my aunt. I grew up with my auntie when I was younger, so basically everything she was doing, I was never really allowed out. So, you know what I mean? So I was always at home, you know what I mean? So I was in the kitchen until all hours of the night, whatever she was doing, anything she was cooking, I just watched. And
Oh my God, let's look at that.
you see all the rubs that's on it?
Yeah.
Belly pork.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. Got all the rubs on it and stuff like that.
Amazing. That looks delicious.
Smell of it.
You can smell that through the camera. Jay's right. The best food is always at home. Clifford marinates his meat overnight and makes his jerk sauce using a mixture of thyme, cloves, cinnamon, ginger, and his secret ingredient, Guinness. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to eat. Looks so good. I'm salivating.
Hold on, let me buy you some hard dough bread as well.
What's hard dough bread?
I mean, how would you explain hard dough bread? It's like thick white loaf from Caribbean. The only way, because it's like hard dough bread. I can't explain it any other way. It's just one of those things that I've always had, so I've always known.
So you're originally from Jamaica, right?
Yeah, Carnival. This is country.
Yeah.
So right in, okay.
It's in the country, so which is like we're farmers. We had livestock, plus you know we had crop like yams and stuff. So when we finished school, that was my job.
Really?
Yeah, but you were born here first.
Yeah,
So you were
yeah,
born
that's
here,
when- yeah,
then you were
what-
sent over back to Jamaica.
How old was that, Jenna? 1, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 year old, innit?
But that happens with a lot of
Yeah, yeah,
families
that's
from here.
it's happening,
African
you know.
families and Caribbean
Yeah.
families.
I mean, you can't say no.
How
it's
is
gonna
it?
fun. It's absolutely brilliant. It's still like I'm trying to concentrate on what
she's-
you're talking
she's
about,
eating and chatting.
and I'm like, hold on, just need a moment to appreciate what's happening right now. This is delicious. It's smoky. It's a little spicy. So when you got to the UK, what did you think?
Back to Jamaica straight.
Yeah.
Because when I came, I think Britain had the worst
Winter.
Yeah. Everything,
You
the
arrived
snow.
literally in snow. You must have been like,
Snow
what
was
is
up there.
this?
I just thought, well, basically to tell you the truth, being young, I just thought, well, white people's country, everything is white. Yeah, that's how naive I was. I'm not my hands on my heart.
Oh my God.
Hands on my heart, I'll never
This is
forget.
how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Did you even have the right clothes?
No, I had shorts on.
Oh my God.
Nobody told us what the weather was going to be like. It's only when we landed. It was worse.
God, what an arrival.
We
And
just thought that's how it's going to be. So we just hugged each other. Just prepared for it.
how did you find the food? Bland?
Oh, no. It depends. If we were at home, we was eating Caribbean
Yeah.
food. So, you know what I mean? That was available. Not a lot of black people cooked on Friday. So we were like, we had fish and chips and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? But that wasn't too bad. Fish and chips was lovely. Man.
When you get good.
Yeah, chicken and chips was always nice. We always look forward to Fridays. Same thing if we go to Jamaica now. A lot of people there just love takeaways.
I mean, speaking of restaurants, if someone was like, look, I want to go out, I want to go and eat some Caribbean food. If there was one place that you wanted to go to, where would it be?
God, you're asking a big question now to
I
remember the
know.
name of a place. Just tell it.
Just give me the
think
coordinates. Give
where.
me a
Think where it
location.
is.
North, south, east, west.
South London, I would say. Yeah, I would say South London, where you go like Brixton, Peckham side. But as I said before, there's not one Caribbean restaurant that I would say, yeah, you know what I mean, I would go to today. Because I have not been to any to say, yeah, it stands out or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, I
Or-
mean, I'm not that surprised because yours is so good. It's like, if you know you can make it good at home, why would you?
Oh, that's
go
it,
out,
and
you
it's
know?
not really much, no, it doesn't take a lot of time or anything, you know what I mean?
Just a little bit of love.
That's it, yeah, you know?
Have you ever thought about opening up your own place?
Well, at the moment, my brother and another friend, they're actually looking for, they're looking for premises.
Tony? Ruben?
Yeah.
Really?
Seriously?
Yeah. We actually they went and looked at a few places, but we haven't found anything suitable. So we're actually trying to see if we can start our own thing.
Why didn't you ask me? You know I'm good at this stuff. I've got plenty of ideas.
Yeah,
Well, you'll be involved.
what we're trying to do.
Yeah, but you know the communication, the speed of communication around the family side is like, you know, still on like carrier pigeon kind of time.
Smoke signals.
Yeah.
So we looked at a place in Harsden, but I think the guy was offering some ridiculous price for the kitchen and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So we even thought about getting a van. So I got a Blackburn and there's excellent Thai food.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Which I thought was a bit weird, Jamaican guy. You know what I mean? But his dishes are just wicked
Really?
stuff with Thai, yeah.
If you do find your spot, what are you going to call it?
I haven't really thought about that, to tell you the truth. You're the first person that's even asked that. We haven't even said anything.
I'm trying to think of something off the top of my head. Off the cliff jerk.
I don't know if his brother will agree with that.
Oh, what's your brother's name?
Ruben. And then there's Rodney.
But hold on, do they all cook as well as you?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to
Yeah,
say,
my
because if
brother
you're the
cooks as
primary cook, then it's got to be named after you.
I mean, Ruben looks at you cooking more than he actually does the cooking.
Yeah, you're right.
And so our adventure draws to a close. We've travelled around the islands of the Caribbean through the only language I know, food. From rotis to jerk chicken to escovitch fish, with a few handfuls of Scotch bonnets for good luck. Carnival may have been cancelled. Hell, a lot has been cancelled, but one thing remains. Good food and good people. These guys all have a story, a journey travelled, and a pure, wholesome love of their countries and their food. If there's one thing I've learned from my time at them all, it's that coming together and breaking bread is the common language, no matter where you're from, who you are, or who you're with. And with that in mind, I'm off to reminisce the old carnival days with a little doggy bag of food I sneaked out on the way.